Rich bottomlands with vast fields of corn, wheat, and soybeans. Cattle grazing in pastures. Scenic Hardin County is divided into two almost equal sections by the Tennessee River. Hardin County was established in 1819 and named in honor of Joseph Hardin, a Revolutionary War officer and early Tennessee legislator whose son settled the county. Steeped in Civil War history, Hardin County is home to the Shiloh National Battlefield and Cherry Mansion, a 19th century house built on the bluff overlooking the Tennessee River. The mansion was headquarters to General Ulysses S. Grant during the Battle of Shiloh. Pickwick Landing State Park is located in Hardin County. It was a riverboat stop from the 1840s. The site was chosen as a location for one of the Tennessee Valley Authority's dams on the Tennessee River in the 1930s. The state of Tennessee purchased the 681 acres of Pickwick from TVA in 1969, and the area was designated a state park in 1970. Additional land has been purchased to enlarge the park to nearly 1,400 acres. Savannah is the county seat and largest town on the Tennessee River. Its main street leads right down to the banks of the river, where a ferry used to transport passengers back and forth. Today, the riverboat makes stops in historic Savannah. The Savannah Veterans Memorial Park encompasses approximately 1.5 acres and honors all veterans with a walking trail, U.S. and Tennessee state flags, plus flags for each branch of the armed services, as well as monuments and a parking area. The Hardin County Soil Conservation District was chartered in 1952 and provides technical expertise and resources to farmers, urban, suburban, and rural decision makers, federal agencies, state, city, and county government, educators, civic organizations, and others. The Hardin County Soil Conservation District board members and NRCS and Soil Conservation District staff are committed to providing landowners and producers throughout Hardin County the information and technical assistance they need to maintain productivity and profitability while improving soil health, protecting water quality, and conserving the natural resources. The board members are active in the agriculture community. They all no-till and use cover crops. They also understand the challenge farmers face. Historically, flooding has been an issue in Hardin County, as evidenced by the time-worn 600-foot wall built by pioneers to keep their fields from flooding. Flooding and severe bank erosion is still an issue today for producers along the Tennessee River. A pilot project is currently underway on the Forcebox Farm to stabilize the severely eroding stream bank. The board participates in the Tennessee Valley Farmers Group, which was formed to give a united voice to the farmers of the area. Tennessee Valley farmers meet with TVA representatives 4 times a year to make them aware of flooding and stream bank erosion issues below Pickwick Dam. The Tennessee Valley's Farmers Group is also working with TWRA on the impact to agriculture due to drainage issues from the TWRA wildlife area in Hardin County. Ricky Esri serves as chairman of the board and has served on the board since 1985. He and his wife Brenda, who is president of the TACD Ladies Auxiliary, have 3 children, daughter Brandy Esri Cherry and husband Jason, who have 2 daughters, Sydney and Bristol. Daughter Crystal Esri Hunt and husband Brandon have 1 son, Case. Son Kevin Esri and wife Megan have 2 boys, Cooper and Colin. Ricky and Brenda and son Kevin Esri, son-in-law Jason Cherry, and daughter Brandy Esri Cherry own and operate Esri and Cherry Farms, farming 4,000 acres of mainly corn and soybeans.
Been on the Soil Conservation Board 30-something year, and been chairman for probably 12, 15 years. And I've been doing cover crop. Started out, 10 or 12 years ago with doing a single species of tillage radishes. And we got to doing 2 species, and at the time we were doing it just to stop the erosion on some of this HEL land. But last few years we've gone to a heavier, thicker 5 or 6 species soil building cover crop, and where we're getting this mass on the ground now, we're getting more organic matter, and seems like it makes it easier to get a cover crop where we've had a cover crop in the past years. Prior, we saw our aerial seed it with our plane, and it seemed like it just thrives in that where we've had a cover crop. The first year, it don't do hardly as good. We have seen some yield increases on this old moderate HEL land where we've kept the soil from washing. Some of this land that used to be marginal that we couldn't hardly afraid to plant a crop on is after putting a cover crop on it for a few years is doing as good, if not better, than a lot of our bottom land where it overflows.
Ricky is an advocate for conservation and soil health and has held field days on his farm to encourage others to adopt conservation practices to reduce erosion and improve soil health. Ricky and his family have been active in tractor pulls for more than 40 years. Buddy Ratliff has been on the board since 2008. He and his wife Mitzi operate a 700-acre farm. He is a full-time row crop producer growing corn and soybeans. Carl Forsbach is secretary-treasurer of the board. Carl and his wife Erica operate Forsbach's Farm, farming approximately 2,300 acres. The Forsbachs came over from Germany in the 1980s and began farming. They have 2 children, Alex and Chris. Chris, who is a physician, and his wife Caroline are expecting their first child in the spring. Alex and wife Katie have 2 children, Vera and Sadie. They operate Growing Acres, farming about 2,300 acres. Alex and Carl farm together, sharing equipment. Both use no-till and cover crops. Alex is chairman of the Tennessee Valley Farmers Group. Carl has served on the Conservation Board since 2003. He predominantly raises corn, soybeans, winter wheat, and grain sorghum. Ricky Blankenship is a board member. Ricky and his wife Lisa farm 2,000 plus acres of corn and soybeans. He farms with his father and brother and also has about 60 head of cattle. Ricky has been on the Soil Conservation District Board for 4 years and has recently been re-elected to serve another term. Scott Kelly is the newest board member. He and his wife Carolyn are the proud parents of son Wade. He is assistant manager with the First Farmers Co-op in Savannah. And he also farms. He row crops 200 acres of soybeans and corn and has a cow-calf operation. Elizabeth May Gibbs is the district secretary. Elizabeth has worked for the Hardin County Soil Conservation District for 2.5 years. She was raised on a farm in rural Florida, where her family had all kinds of stock and grew their own garden, as well as helped to harvest strawberries and tomatoes. Her family moved to Tennessee when she was 14. She attended and graduated from Christian Freedom Academy and will complete a master's in rehabilitation from UALR this spring. She is married to George Gibbs. She has been blessed with a wonderful family, as well as her 2 children, Timothy and Tabitha, and grandson Joseph Ray. She will be welcoming granddaughter Lacey Elena May on the 1st of July. Elizabeth enjoys working in conservation. Mark Roberts, NRCS District Conservationist, started his career with the Natural Resources Conservation Service in 1988 as a soil conservationist in the Paris Field Office. In 1995, he became a district conservationist in Loudoun County, then moved to Hardin County as district conservationist in 1998, where he is still serving. Mark is a native of Nashville and a graduate of Tennessee Tech University. He and his wife, Leanne, have 1 daughter who is a college sophomore. His hobbies include hunting and hiking. Hardin County has approximately 126,000 acres of farmland, with roughly 590 farms in the county. Agriculture is a vital part of the overall economic picture in Hardin County, generating approximately $22 million annually.
Soil conservation and agricultural means so much to our county, if not one of the top economic driving forces for sustainability, job creation. The economic impact is insurmountable to our county. I know with the agricultural, the forestry, and cattle industries, it is paramount to our county. Our county is one of the only counties I know of that have a county-owned sale barn. Each Wednesday at cattle sales, they top over 1,400 to 1,500 head of cattle. They It's one of the larger sales in the state of Tennessee, in the top 5. It's an economic impact study done by the University of Tennessee at Martin, over a $30 million impact alone, and that study was done several years ago, so it's probably more vague to that. I know with the river splits our county, creates a lot of issues for the farmers, and relationships that have been maintained and grown with Tennessee or TVA due to the Tennessee Valley Farmers Alliance has really brought a lot of communication forefront to the farmers, and with TVA and partnering ships, it's been a very good asset for our county and for the farmers and TVA.
The commitment to agriculture is evident in Hardin County, with landowners participating in USDA, Natural Resources Conservation Service programs, including the Regional Conservation Partnership Program, Conservation Stewardship Program, and the Environmental Quality Incentives Program. Producers have received almost $310,000 in cost share through these programs, with another $747,000 obligated. Producers have received approximately $114,000 in cost share through the Tennessee Department of Agriculture's Agricultural Resources Conservation Fund. Hardin County has a rich agricultural heritage. Agriculture in the county impacts more than landowners and producers. The scenic beauty of the impressive rural landscape contributes to the economic viability of local economies through tourism and recreational activities. The vast fields of cropland, rural farm scenes, historic sites, and lure of the Tennessee River give Hardin County its own unique appeal to both residents and visitors.